Thinking about buying a home? Stop. Do these things first before you make a costly mistake. Listen to these 5 easy steps that can help you prepare to get ready to buy a home. Whether it's a townhome, condo, investment property, make sure you listen to this video or share this video with somebody that you know that's looking to buy a home. I'm Jocelyn Russo, your real estate expert, here to serve you with all of your needs, whether you're buying in 9 days or 90 days. I'm here to help and answer all of your real estate questions. Number 1 is check your finances. Look at your credit, your debt to income ratio, how much you have as a down payment, what all that looks like, because it truly matters and it makes you either a strong borrower or a borrower that maybe needs a little bit of assistance that, a mortgage company or a professional like myself can guide you in the right way to get there, to be the great buyer. So typically a lender is looking for a pretty good credit score. If you have no credit at all, you will not get approved for a loan. However, if you have some type of credit that maybe needs some work, or you're really good at paying your bills and you have fantastic credit, a little sneaky way that I like looking at my credit is through my credit card. I don't know if you know this, but most credit cards, I know Discover, American Express, and Visa, Capital One, do give you your credit score when you go online to pay your bill. That reminds me, my bill's due soon. I have to pay it. But anyway, so I love looking at to see what my credit score is because it'll tell you right there. It's excellent, very good, maybe needs a little bit of work. That's a great little trick to get an easy way to know what kind of credit you have. Now the credit will also have to do with what kind of loan that you get. So sometimes you might get a better loan based on how good your credit is. Let's talk about savings. How much do you really need? Well, it all depends on how much you get approved for. So that would depend on your income and all of that, but you should have some type of savings that you're working towards to make sure that you can put a good down payment and pay for closing costs, and you have the cushiony funds to buy a home. Number 2 is getting pre-approved with a lender. Getting pre-approved will help you truly know what you can afford and where you feel comfortable. So when we pair up with a buyer, we connect them with a lender, and that lender will go through with them and give them a pre-approval letter. And this is basically your home buying passport, where you can now go shopping. The letter will say your name and maybe your spouse's name if you're buying a home together, or a family member, and it'll say, congratulations, you are approved for $700,000. And that number will be the number where you want to really look for a home. Now, you can maybe get approved for more, but you only want to spend 7, or same with less, but at least you have that letter. And you also need that letter in order to make an offer on a home. So that letter is extremely important, and you want to work with a lender that you really like, that you trust. I usually like to work with somebody locally, so I have their cell phone number, we can text, and you actually know who you're giving your important documentation to. I think it's really important. So second is getting your pre-approval so you know how much you can buy and how much to go shopping for. Number 3 is know your must-haves versus nice-to-haves and set your expectations. We have a really cool chart called the Home Finding Needs Worksheet, and it will go through all of the different things that a home has, and what really is important to you is extremely vital when you're looking for a home, because I will tell you that there is no perfect home, just like there's no perfect person. So you have to really look at that list and say, okay, this is extremely important to me. I really have to make sure that this house has that. So for me, mine was a piece of property that was private. I really wanted a colonial style home, and my husband had a request that the garage doors had to be on the side of the house. So when you're buying a house with a significant other, you also have to look at their must-haves. So we found a home that I really didn't like, but it had those three things, and everything else we were able to change. So what does that look like for you? Is it a town? Is it close proximity to the bus to New York City? Is it a school system? Is it just the style of a home? Like, what is it that's so important to you? What is it a must, and what is a like to have? I'd like to have a brand new kitchen, but a brand new kitchen could also be something that you could do down the road if the kitchen is so. Know what you really want, what you really need, and set your expectations early in the process. 4 is finding the right real estate agent. Like me, I make sure that my client knows exactly what to expect and all the ins and outs, and it really will make a huge difference when you work with somebody that is polished, they have strong negotiation skills, they're determined to get you a home, and really know and have the experience of the area and how to navigate through the process, because buying a home is not easy and there's so many steps. And if you have an agent that kind of maybe sells one house a year because it's your aunt's friend from the gym or something like that, you really want to make sure that it's somebody looking for your best interest. So the real estate agent that you choose to represent you in the sale of buying a home is so important. You want to make sure that you like them. You want to make sure that they know and have your best interest at heart. I had a client where she was looking with a realtor for a year and a half, and the realtor kept trying to make her spend more money. And I was like, well, that's not nice, because who wants to spend more money? So when we sat down, I took very descriptive notes, and I said to her, what is it exactly that you need? Let's really dive in. And we looked and we saw that she was living with her mom and her son that was about 13 years old. So they all kind of like needed their own space. So she really needed a certain style home, and she really wanted a bathroom for her mom. So that was extremely important to her, and her own bathroom. So these were like little things that I'm like, okay, well, let's really dig in and look at the inventory. So we found a couple of homes, and one in particular was the perfect one. It fit all her boxes. It checked all her boxes to the point where I'm like, this is the ideal home. It has the bathroom for your mom. It has the living space for all three of you. It has the nice backyard. It's all fenced in for the dog. Like, it had everything. It was right within her budget. So I wasn't trying to make her spend more, because that's not what I do. I listen, and we got her the most beautiful, perfect home. We closed like a month and a half ago, and she's moved in and she's happy, and it's great. And number 5 is understanding the market, from the timing to the activity to the trends to the negotiating. Knowing the market and really understanding it is extremely important, and it's really the professional's job to make sure that they explain this to you, because listen, you're working, you have kids, and you've got a lot going on in your life, so the real estate professional is really supposed to guide you. For example, we just listed a home in northern New Jersey, and the sellers aren't moving into their brand new construction home until October. So they needed a strategy, and they needed to time the market where they can get the home on the market earlier, but they also need to make sure that they capture all the buyers that are coming in the spring, but they're not really ready to move until the fall. So what does the timing look like? So we looked at all of that stuff, because I do a lot of analytics and details and charts. So that would be able to give them the answer, and we figured it out. We got our date down, and now we're good to go. So really understanding the market and knowing how to time it, as good as you can, but understanding it is so important, and it's great way to make no costly mistakes and to make sure that you find the best house for the best price, best terms, best everything for you and your needs. Buying a home is one of the biggest financial decisions you're ever going to make. So I hope that this video was helpful for you. If it was, please like and subscribe to our channel and put in the comments your biggest question about home buying, because maybe I'll answer it in our next video. And if you're ready to start your home search, click the link in the description below and connect with me. I'd love to help with you. Again, I'm Jocelyn Russo from the Jocelyn Russo Group, your real estate expert, and have a great day.